Hey guys, this is Nalini here. Welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make this beautiful pot holder or a placemat. So it's a really beautiful pattern and it's easy to follow, although these parts can be a little tricky if you're doing it for the first time, but I have tried to make the instructions as simple as possible, so hope you find this useful. And if you like my video, then do consider subscribing. It's free, so please subscribe. It helps my channel, and like, comment and share, and let me know if you like the tutorial and whether the tutorial was helpful to you or not. And if you make this, then I would love to see it, so you can send it on my Instagram. The link will be in my description. So let's get started. So the materials which we are going to use is yarn in two colors, so it's totally up to you which color you want. So you'll have to have one color as a base, or the first color and the second color, so you can just choose whichever color you want. So I'm using a 4-ply yarn, and the hook size is 4 mm, and a darning needle and a pair of scissors. So let's get on with our tutorial. So we're going to start by making a slip knot, and I'm using the cream color as the base, or the first color. So just hold your yarn like this, yarn tail, and with your left hand just hold your yarn like this. I'll show you again. Just hold the tail, and with your other hand just hold your yarn like this, and then with the help of your needle just twist the yarn, pinch it here, bring the loop up, yarn over and pull through, and then you can just pull this tail and your slip knot is done. And now we are going to make 4 chains. So yarn over and pull through. So this is a chain, yarn over and pull through, 1 2 3 and 4. So we have made our 4 chains, and now we're just going to join this and make it a loop by making a slip stitch into the very first chain which we made. So just insert your hook, pull up a loop and pass it through your working loop. So this is the slip knot, and your circle or your loop is ready. And now we are going to make 3 chains. And this 3 chains will be considered as your first double crochet, and now we are going to make 13 double crochets into this circle. So total including your 3 chains, you'll be having 14 double crochets. So to make a double crochet, you have to yarn over, insert your hook into the circle, yarn over, pull up a loop, bring it up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So this is your double crochet. Again, yarn over, insert your hook into the center, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So I have already made 2 double crochets, so I'm just going to finish making my 13 double crochets. So I'll just show you once more. Pull through 2, pull through 2. So I'll just finish this and be back with you. And I'm done making my 13 double crochets, and now I'm going to join this round by making a slip stitch into the 3rd chain from the hook. So 1 2 and 3. So just insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop and pass it through the working loop. And now we are going for the next round. So we are going to chain 3, 1 2 and 3, and now we are going to increase stitches in each stitch, so that will be 2 double crochets in each stitch. So this chain 3 is counted as a double crochet, and now we are going to make one more in the same chain which we made a slip stitch in. So So this is our first set or the increase, and now we're going for the next one. Make 2 double crochets into the next stitch. Now again 2 double crochets in the next stitch. Like this we are going to make 2 double crochet in each stitch till we reach the last stitch of the round. And now this is the last stitch which we are going to make. So 1 and 2. So by the end of this round you should be having 28 double crochets. And now we're just going to make a slip stitch in the third chain like this. And now for the next row we are going to chain 3, which will be counted as a double crochet. And now we are going directly to the next stitch and make 2 double crochets. Then in the next one we are going to make 1 double crochet into the next, 2 double crochets. So this whole round we'll be doing the same thing, 1 double crochet in one stitch and 2 double crochet in the next one. So here where we made a slip stitch and chain 3, so I didn't make a double crochet in that, so this is the one of the set, 1 double crochet, and in the next one I made 2 double crochets, so this is one set. So same thing we did here, 1 double crochet and into the next one 2 double crochet. So now the next will be 1 double crochet and 2 double crochets, then 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet. Like this we have to make our set in all the stitches. So keep doing this, keep repeating the pattern, and I'm going to meet you at the end. So this is the last stitch and we should be ending with the increase, that is 2 double crochets into the last stitch like this. And now we're just going to make a slip stitch into the third chain to finish this round, to close this round. So insert your hook, pull up a loop and pass it through the working loop. And we are ready for our next round, but the next round is going to be with next color. So what we are going to do here is we are just going to chain 1 and cut the yarn. And just pull the yarn out like this and give it a pull. And now we are ready for the color change. And now to join the yarn, you just have to hold it like this. Just hold it and you can just insert your hook into any of the stitches, but I usually prefer to join where we started or where we ended. So just insert your hook into this loop and just bring it out like this, leave the tail, and you can just make 1 chain. And here if you want you can just tie a knot between these 2 tails. It's not necessary, but if you want to be extra secure you can just tie a knot. And what we're going to do over here is we're just going to actually I did it with my the center tail also. I have woven it along with the work. I'll show you how to do this with this one, but since I've already woven this in, I don't have to weave it later or hide the tail, so I can just cut it here. So after joining our second color, we are going to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now in this, these chain 3 are going to be as a double crochet and chain 1 is the space. And then we're going to make 1 double crochet into the same chain, and here we have our first V-stitch, and now we are going to chain 1 and we're going to skip 2 stitches, and into the third one we're going to make our next V-stitch. So that would be 1 double crochet, chain 1 and 1 double crochet. These all go into the same stitch. So our second V-stitch is done. Again chain 1. Now 1 2. Into the third one we are going to make our next V-stitch, 1 double crochet, chain 1 and 1 double crochet, chain 1, and then again skip 2 stitches. Into the third one make your V-stitch, 1 double crochet, chain 1 and 1 double crochet. So this is the pattern which we are going to follow all the way around. So do it and I'll meet you at the end. And we've come to the end of the round and I have made my last chain 1, and now we can just count and insert a hook into the third chain and make a slip stitch to finish the round. And we are done with this round, and this is what it looks like. And now to go to the next round we are going to chain 3. So 1 2 and 3, and now into the V-stitch we are going to make 1 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet. So the total will be 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, because the chain 3 is counted as a double crochet. So I made my chain 1 and now 2 double crochets, and our set is complete. And now we're going to chain 1 and make the same set into the next V-stitch. So this is basically what we will be doing in all the V-stitches. We are going to make 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. So here's our 2 double crochet, chain 1 and the next 2 double crochets. And our second set is complete. Again chain 1, and then we're going to work the same set into the next V-stitch. So let's see it once more. 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochets. So this is basically the pattern which you are going to follow in all the V-stitches. So just keep making 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochets in all the V-stitches all the way around, and I will meet you at the end. And this is our last chain, and now we are ready to make a slip stitch in the third chain to finish this round. And here, and now we can just make slip stitch in the next stitch and into the chain space, because we can't start our round from the corner of the set, so we have to come in the middle. So we'll be making 1 slip stitch in the next stitch and then 1 in the chain space. I'll just show you again if you didn't get it. So 1 slip stitch between the first 2 double crochet of the set and the second one in the chain space. That is a chain 1 space. So make your next slip stitch. and from here we are ready for the next round. So chain 3 and make your first double crochet, chain 1, and then again 1 double crochet and 1 more double crochet. So this is basically the same round which we are doing, that is 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. So in the next chain space we are again going to make the same set, that is 2 double crochet, chain 1 and 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, again chain 1, and we are going for the next chain space of the set. So in the previous round we had made in the V stitches, now we are making our set in the chain space. So make the same set, that is 2 double crochet, chain 1 and into the same chain space 2 double crochets. So this is basically the whole pattern. We are just repeating the same round, but instead of V stitches we are making it into the chain spaces. So I hope you can see the chain space. So 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the chain spaces. So just keep making them, keep working those sets in all the chain spaces, and I'll meet you here. And this is what it looks like after finishing till now. And let's just finish this row by making a slip stitch. So first we are going to make a last chain, and then into the third chain we are going to make a slip stitch like this. And then again we are going to do the same thing. We are going to make one slip stitch between the double crochets and one slip stitch in the chain space, and we are into the center of the set. Now chain 3, and here we are going to make 2 double crochets. So in the same chain space we are going to make 2 double crochets, so that will be 3 in total including the chain 3. So 1 2 3, and now chain 1 and make the rest of your 3 double crochets. So in this set in this round we are going to make 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochet in all the chain spaces. So my third double crochet of this set, one two three, chain 1 and 1 2 3, and now we are going to chain 1 and directly go to the next chain space and make our 3 double crochets, and then chain 1 and the next 3 double crochets, 1 2 and 3, and our second set is done. So 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochets, again chain 1, and then into the next chain space we are going to repeat the same set. So this is the set which we are going to make in all the chain spaces of the set. Three double crochet, chain 1 and into the same chain 1 space the next 3 double crochets, yes, and chain 1. So this is basically the pattern which we are going to follow in this round. So in all the chain spaces of the sets, we are going to make our set of now, which is 3 double crochets, chain 1 and 3 double crochet. So just keep making it. I'll meet you at the end.
So this is how it looks like at the end. And now we're going to make our one chain, the last chain, and join the round with a slip stitch in the third chain. And our row is over, our round is over. And the next round is going to be the same repeat round, that is the sets which we have made. We're going to continue that on top of each other. So first we are going to make slip stitches in the next three stitches. So here's our first slip stitch, and then in the next stitch slip stitch, and now into the chain space we're going to make our last slip stitch, and we have entered into the set and we can start a round from here. So chain 3, and now we're going to make 2 double crochets. So chain 3 plus 2 double crochets will be 3 double crochets of the set. And now after my 3 double crochets I'm going to make my chain 1, and now in the same chain space we're going to make the next 3 double crochets. So 1, 2 and 3. So 3, 1, 3 stitches we have done, and after our chain 1 now we are going to make our next set into the next chain space. So 1, 2 and 3 double crochets, chain 1 and 3 double crochets, 2 and 3. So this is what we are going to do in each chain space, just like the previous round. So in all the chain spaces we are going to make it, and I'll meet you at the end. And we've come to the end of the round, and this will be our last chain. And now as usual we're going to finish the round with making a slip stitch in the third chain, like this. And now we'll be making the same thing, the slip stitches to come to the center or the chain space. I hope you can see clearly. So we're going to make our slip stitches in the next 2 stitches and then make last slip stitch in the chain space. So first, second, and this is our third slip stitch in the chain space. And we are ready for the next round. So chain 3, and now we're going to make 3 double crochets. So that will be a total of 4 double crochets, chain 3 included. So 1, 2, 3, and this is the fourth one. 4. Okay. So now instead of 1 we are going to make 2 chains in this round. So 1 and 2. And then again in the same space we are going to make 4 double crochets. 1, 2 3 and 4. So we've made 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochet, chain 2 and 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now chain 1 as usual and into the next space again the same set, that is 4 double crochets, chain 2 and 4 double crochets, 2, 3 and 4, then chain 2 and again 1, 2, 3 and the last one 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So just follow this pattern in all the chain spaces. Just make 4 double crochet, chain 2, 4 double crochet, make it all the way around. I'll meet you at the end.
So we've come to the end of the round, and this is our chain 1, the last one. And now we are going to join by making a slip stitch in the third chain. So the next round is also going to be the same thing, the repetition of the previous round. So we are going to make slip stitches in all the 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3 and in the chain space 4. And now we can start with the next round, chain 3, and the same thing we are going to do now, 3 double crochets, 4, and now chain 2, and into the same chain space we are going to make 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Chain 1 and we'll jump directly into the next chain space and make our set. So 1, 2, 3, 4, our half set is done, chain 2 and again 4 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, chain 1. So this is the pattern which we are going to follow in all the chain 2 spaces. Remember, we have chain 2 over here, so we are going to make 4 double crochet, chain 2 and 4 double crochets in all the chain spaces. I'll meet you here. And we're going to start our work with the cream yarn. We're going to make the flower shape. We're going to make the borders and give it a flower petal shape. So what you can do is just make a slip knot like this, and we can just insert our hook into any of the first stitches of the set. So I'll just go in the same one, bring it up. So again I'll show you, just insert your hook and make your single crochet like this. So this is your first single crochet of this set, and we have changed color also. And now I'm going to make 1 single crochet into each stitch, and in this chain space we have a chain 2 space here, so I'm going to make 2 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oh sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your sixth stitch, or the stitch for this double crochet, comes before that. So this is the one. So don't miss it, if you can see properly. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now we are just going to make one single crochet into this space, in this gap. So we'll do one thing, we'll call all of these as bridges. So in this bridge, around this bridge, we are going to make one single crochet, and now we are going to make that the border of the petal. So what we are going to do is we are going to turn our work like this, okay, and hold our yarn like this. So we are just going to hold our work like this, and our working yarn will come like this under the bridges. And now we're going to make chain. So I'll just explain you what we're going to do. So we are going to make two chains, and the third chain we'll make around this one, then again two chains, and the third chain around this one, this bridge. So 2 and 1, 2 and 1, like that. We'll come till here, and remember we skipped 2 stitches while making the V stitches. So we are going to make a slip stitch in the first stitch which you see here. Then we are going to turn around our work, and we are going to make the slip stitch in the next stitch, and then we are going to make slip stitches all around. So this is basically what we are going to do. So only you'll need a little bit of practice to hold the work along with your yarn like this. So I hope my instruction will be clear here. So what you're going to do is just insert your hook here and grab that cream yarn and make your chain. This is your first chain. Again, go inside, grab your cream yarn or whichever color you decide to use, and make your second chain. And as I told you, the third chain will come around this bridge. So just go on top of the bridge or over the bridge, and then grab that yarn and make your third chain. So again, we are going to make 2 chains here, and the third chain will come around this bridge. So 1, go inside again, 2, then go around the bridge or over the bridge, and 3, like this. So again we are going to make 2 chains. 1, go inside, grab that cream yarn, and 2, and go over the bridge, grab the yarn, and 3. So I'm just holding my working yarn as usual, only the thing is this work is coming in the middle. So if you're doing this for the first time, it might be a little tricky, but you can just be patient with it and you'll get the hang of it. So we've made our chain around the bridge, and now again 2 chains. So 1, go inside, grab the yarn, second chain, go around the bridge and make your third chain. Then again 2 chains between the bridges, 1, and oops, something happened here. Okay, so I think I'll just weave this in, otherwise it'll keep bothering me. So you can just weave in the ends here because it'll keep coming in the stitches. So I'll just fast forward this. If you don't know how to hide your tail, then you can just make this playback speed a little slower and see how we hide in the tails. Done. Okay, we can get back with our work. Hold your yarn. So we have worked around the bridge, as you can see. So 2 chains, one go into the space between the bridges, make your second chain, and now around that bridge, 2 chains, one, go back inside, make your second bridge, then around the bridge or over the bridge, and we have to make, actually here even if you make 1 chain it won't make a big difference, but since we have kept everything 2, so I'm just gonna make 2 chains. Yeah, and now you can see these 2 stitches over here. So this is the first stitch and this is the second stitch. So just make your slip stitch into this first stitch like this, turn your work and go for the second stitch as you can see here and make your slip stitch. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make 1 slip stitch into each chain. So first chain you can avoid, you don't have to, because this will match the height. From the second chain you have to make 1 slip stitch in each one. So now here I'm going to make 1 slip stitch, and then we are going, okay, we can make 2 slip stitches I think. Yeah, and then when you reach above this bridge you can just, I'll just show you, just insert your, and we are going to use these loops. If you keep it this way, these are the front loops for you. So the loops which are facing towards your left side, so we are going to insert a hook into that like this and make our slip stitches. So once you reach over the bridge, this one, so just insert and go here before the bridge, you insert and make a slip stitch, and then next one you can make towards the outer side. So we'll start. Okay, so we'll just avoid this one and go into the first one and make a slip stitch. So just bring it out of that loop and slip stitch. Then we'll go for the next one. I hope it's visible. Okay, so now this is the chain in which we worked a slip stitch. So we'll go for the next one. Insert your hook into the front loop, grab the yarn, bring it out of that front loop and make your slip stitch. And now we are going to sorry, insert a hook into the chain on top of the bridge. Insert your hook and go inside, just under the bridge, and get the loop up like this and make your slip stitch. And now the next one, go inside it and get the loop up out of the loop, front loop, and slip stitch. So we are going to make 1 slip stitch into each chain, the front loop or the side loop of the chain towards your left side, and we're going to make our slip stitches like this. Again, we've come on the top of our I already did that. So this was the chain in which I had to make the slip stitch by going under. So I made that. So now bring the loop out of that loop and make your slip stitch. And if you're confused here, it might not, so you can, it might not look like you might get confused in which chain you have worked. So you can see this working loop pass through here. So you'll come to know that you have already worked in this one, so go for the next one. And make your slip stitch. Bring the loop out like this and pass it through the working loop. And now we have come over the bridge, so get your hook inside, go under the bridge, bring the loop up and slip stitch like this. Now go for the next one. So just keep making your slip stitches like this. Go for the middle one, go inside, grab the loop, bring the loop up, the working yarn, pass it through, and we have come over the bridge chain. So insert, go under the bridge and bring the loop up, make your slip stitch. So I'll just stop talking, and I hope you got what I'm trying to teach you. So just make your slip stitches. And I've come to the last set. I'll just show you. So this is the last set of chains which we're going to work in. So insert your hook, make your first slip stitch, insert your hook into the next one and make your next slip stitch, and we are done. Now we're directly going for the first stitch of this set. So as I told you, it comes before your first double crochet. So this is the gap. It won't be seen that much, but it comes before. If you can see this gap, so make your first single crochet in that like this. Then go for all the stitches, 2 3 4 and 2 single crochets in this gap. So here are 2 single crochets. Then go for the next 4 stitches, 1 2 3 and 4 like this. Then again we are going to do the same thing which we did here into these bridges. So we are going to make this pattern or this flower, the petal shape, into all the bridges between the sets of these shells or these sets. Between each two sets you can see these. So we are going to make the shape into these. So I've reached to the last stitch. So again I'm going to make my single, you can make a single crochet or a slip stitch, it doesn't matter. So make your single crochet, again turn your work, get your working yarn below the work, and now again we are going to start making our chains. So I'll just show a few stitches. So just go under, inside the gap, make your chain 1 and 2, then go over the bridge and make your third chain, then again 2 chains in the gap like this, then again over the bridge like this, 1 chain. So 2 1 2 1 2 1, you're going to make it all around. So I'll just quickly make this. Two, and I've finished making my chains, and we've reached to those 2 stitches which we left. So go into the first one and make your slip stitch, turn your work and go for the next stitch and make a slip stitch like this. And again we are going to make 1 slip stitch into each of the chain, and you can just continue doing this all the way around. When you make all your slip stitches, then you're going to start working 1 single crochet in all of these. So you're going to start here. As you can see, this will be your last slip stitch. See, after the bridge, 1 2, so this is your last chain, and after that you're going to make single crochet 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. So total 10 single crochets will come, 4 on this side, 4 on this side, and 2 in the middle. And then again you're going to make a single crochet in on this bridge, around this bridge, and go back and forth. So just keep doing this, and I'll meet you when I come to the end. And I've reached to the last one. As you can see, it's looking so beautiful. So let's just close this round, the whole thing, and we are going to make 1 slip stitch into the first single crochet that we made. So after making your last slip stitch, just go into this one, the first single crochet, and make your slip stitch and chain 1, and you can just cut your yarn. I've already cut my yarn, so just pull it out and give it a good tug, and then you can just weave in the ends. So just go for the creamy yarns, the stitches, like this. And you can just cut it off. Just check whether all the tails are hidden. Yes. Okay. And this is it, guys. Our beautiful pot holder or a doily is complete. Our flower doily or pot holder. So if you want the pot holder to be thicker, you can make 2 panels of this, and you can just align them together. Just put on some stitch markers, and then you can do the same process again. So it'll be more thicker if you want. Otherwise, it's beautiful as it is. So I hope you like this tutorial, and if you have any questions, you can ask me. If you want to make a smaller one for a coaster, you can just end your round somewhere 1 2 3, the fourth one or something like that, the how much you want, and then you can do the same process. I have now not done it, but I have done it with a different pattern, and that looks good too. Suppose you want to keep it as a coaster, you can just go for few rounds of these and then do the bordering work. So If you like this tutorial, then do subscribe to my channel, like, share, and comment, and let me know if my tutorial was helpful to you or not. And if you make it, then I would love to see it. So you can just send it to me on my Instagram. I'll just put the link in the description. And yeah, till our next video, bye bye.